Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show that answers all your stock-related queries. Now, in case you're watching the show for the first time, this is where all your specific stock queries can get answered by top market experts. So you can send in your queries on the WhatsApp number that's flashing on your screens. Don't forget to mention your own name, your location and your contact details for the same as well. Alternatively, you can also log on to our YouTube platform where you can actually look at the comment section on the live of daily calls, and then over there you can send in your questions and we'll be happy to address most of those questions with our top market experts as well on the program. Let's quickly look at how the markets are trading and then we'll quickly introduce our guest on the show with you as well. We have the markets showing us about a 0.5% of an uptick. So we are holding on to the 24,450 odd mark that we had achieved in the morning trading session. And a lot of sectors that are buzzing are oil and gas. Remember, this is on the back of the crude oil prices being lower, below $60 a barrel. And that's what's pulled up the index higher by 1.7%. You also have the mid-cap names slightly doing well, autos, infra, metals, FMCG, pharma. Those are the pockets that are doing well, but it's the banks that have taken a back seat today, especially led by SBI, Kotak Mahindra Bank, those stocks that are not performing on the back of earnings that are coming in. As a trend, you can also spot strong momentum across Adani Group stocks that we are seeing today. Adani Ports and Enterprises both are over 7.5% higher in trade in the top movers list as far as the Nifty is concerned. Even in the F&O basket, you have Adani Total Gas, Adani Green, Adani Energy Solutions, all of them ticking much higher in trade. So we'll be getting into a discussion with our guests as far as these names are also concerned. Let's welcome Mr. Kunal V. Parar, Vice President of Technical Research at Choice Equity Broking, now joining in on the program with us. Hi Kunal, warm welcome. Good to have you with us. Well, momentum building on strong at the start of this new week. The big question is, will the momentum sustain and where are you keeping your focus?
Good morning, and if you talk about Nifty, we have been witnessing a very good upside momentum in the Nifty, and since last 2 to 3 weeks, magnificent momentum is there. Not in terms of Nifty, but we have been witnessing this momentum in stock wise as well. So if rhythm is continue in this way, then we may see a very good upside momentum up to the level of 24,800 to 9,000. 24,800 to 24,900, 900, and if Nifty breaks this level, then even we may see somewhere around 25,600 in this May month itself. So yes, this rhythm may continue further.
Okay, fair point. As your suggestion has been on the Nifty, we'll keep an eye out on that as well. Let's straight away get into some of the queries that are being asked by our viewers, and we can come back to the markets and your own specific choices when it comes to the markets also, Kunal. Avdish Thakur is our first viewer on our YouTube channel, and he says he wants to know about Maharashtra Bank of Maharashtra at the current levels. इनका सवाल है कि ये current levels पर short to medium term के लिए Bank of Maharashtra को खरीद सकते हैं। अब देखा जाए तो प्राइवेट बैंक्स के अलावा पीएसयू बैंक्स में भी पिछले 10 दिनों से हमने मोमेंटम बिल्डअप होते हुए देखा है। ऐसे में बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र को लेकर आपका क्या व्यू पॉइंट है? दिन के उच्चतम स्तरों पर आज ये ट्रेड कर रहा है, 51 रुपए के पार है। क्या यहाँ पर मोमेंटम बाइंग के लिए शॉर्ट टू मीडियम टर्म के लिए खरीदारी की जा सकती है कुणाल?
Well, definitely recommendation positive side का ये right now trading at 51.50. Stock has already given a breakout of its strong resistance of 48.60, trading above it. I think this is a perfect time to get into the stock for an upside momentum up to the level of 59, and if stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there up to the level of 72. So yes, this is the perfect level to get into the stock.
Okay, fair point, as has been suggested by you. I also wanted to get a sense on some of the other questions that are coming in. We'll take Kamlesh Narkhede's question. ये भी banking space पर ही है, तो साथ ही में ले लेते हैं. Federal Bank के ऊपर इनका सवाल है. He already holds a position here, Kunal. 100 shares at the rate of 102. Federal Bank के ऊपर आपकी क्या राय बनेगी? अभी technically ये किस तरीके से इसके charts नजर आ रहे हैं आपको?
वेल फेडरल बैंक की बात करें, फेडरल बैंक फिलहाल 192 के अराउंड है। चार्ट की बात करें तो चार्ट पे थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे मेरा भी प्रोसेस है, अवॉइड करके चलने की सलाह है। अगर कोई भी गिरावट आती है अप टू द लेवल ऑफ 183, नाउ दैट वुड बिकम अ गुड बाइंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज, बट नॉट एट प्रेजेंट लेवल।
ओके, चलिए यहाँ पर भी राय मिल गई है। नेक्स्ट हमारे पास सवाल आया है और ये है Anuj Singh ka. Good afternoon, Sakshi. Good afternoon, Anuj. How are you? He says he wants to know about the question on Shelly Engineering and Plastics. Let's look at this stock. Shelly Engineering and Plastics Limited. The share is currently trading about 1600 levels. It's 3% higher in trade. Strong momentum can be seen, and in case you look at the last 1 month, the stock has moved up about 8.4%. We have in the last 6 months seen a strong surge of 53% on the stock as well. In fact, in the last 1 year, the stock has more than doubled investors' money. 162% of a surge has already been seen. अनुज सिंह का सवाल ये है कि फिलहाल इनके पास जो खरीदारी के लेवल्स हैं 1546 के हैं, यानी कि ये प्रॉफिट्स में हैं और तकरीबन 300 शेयर्स इन्होंने अपने लिए खरीदे हुए हैं। तो पहले तो अनुज जी आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई कि आप प्रॉफिट्स में हैं और आपने एंट्री ली है लगभग 50 रुपये कम अभी के करंट लेवल से। आज भी जो तेजी देखने को मिल रही है, इसको देखते हुए ये जानना चाह रहे हैं कि क्या यहाँ पर प्रॉफिट बुक करें या फिर लगातार बने रहे। कुणाल देखकर बताइए कि क्या ये मोमेंटम जारी रहेगा इस स्टॉक पर?
वेल डेफिनेटली मोमेंटम यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव साइड का ही है। वी मे सी अ फर्दर अपसाइड मोमेंटम अप टू द लेवल ऑफ 1800 एंड मूविंग अप टू द लेवल ऑफ 1980। तो डेफिनेटली जो पोजीशन है उसको होल्ड करके चलने की सलाह है। लोअर लेवल पे वी विल मेंटेन 1500 एज ट्रेड एसेट एंड आने वाले दिनों में नो डाउट इन शॉर्ट टर्म वी मे सी समवेयर अराउंड 1800 to 1980। But if you talk about short-term side, the way stock has been trading on its weekly and monthly chart, even stock surpasses 2200 as well.
ओके, गॉट दैट। चलिए अगला सवाल ले लेते हैं। हमारे पास ये सवाल आ रहा है मनोज भाई कपाड़िया की तरफ से। ये डिफेंस शेयरों के बारे में पूछना चाह रहे हैं कुणाल आपसे। खास तौर पर इनका सवाल है पारस डिफेंस के ऊपर। याद रखिए व्यूअर्स, पिछले कुछ दिनों में लगातार मोमेंटम में ये स्टॉक रहा है और काफ़ी बढ़िया रैली पिछले हफ्ते भर में ही इसने दिखाई है। आज भी तकरीबन 3% तक की तेज़ी है। 1388 के लेवल्स नज़र आ रहे हैं। अगर आप पिछले एक हफ्ते के ही चार्ट को देखेंगे तो 21% से ज़्यादा का रिटर्न आपको पारस डिफेंस में नज़र आएगा। और ये केवल पारस डिफेंस की बात नहीं है, पूरे डिफेंस क्षेत्र में काफ़ी सारे ऐसे स्टॉक्स हैं जिन्होंने दमदार मूव दिखाया है और पारस डिफेंस ने बढ़िया मूव दिखाया पिछले एक हफ्ते में भी। अब इनके पास 1000 के भाव से खरीदे हुए हैं ये स्टॉक्स और ये पूछना चाह रहे हैं क्या ये और 6 महीने तक इस स्टॉक में रुक सकते हैं। मनोज भाई कपाड़िया पूछना चाह रहे हैं कि अगर 6 मंथ्स का व्यू पॉइंट लेकर चलें, 1000 रुपए के लेवल से खरीदा हुआ है, लगभग 400 रुपए प्रति शेयर के आसपास का इनको प्रॉफिट हो भी रहा है। अभी क्या 6 महीने का आउटलुक बताइए, कैसा लगता है आपको कुणाल? यहाँ
वेल स्टॉक काफी अच्छा मोमेंटम में है। फिलहाल 1386 अराउंड है। मैं कहूंगा एक बार 1300 का एक ट्रेल एसेट मेंटेन करके चलने की सलाह है। आने वाले दिनों में पॉसिबिलिटीज है कि स्टॉक आपको 1580 एंड अगर ये भी लेवल ब्रेक होता है देन 1800 तक के भी लेवल दिखाने के लिए रेडी हो जाएगा। तो व्यू डेफिनेटली पॉजिटिव साइड का ये होल्ड करके चलने की सलाह है। वी विल कीप 1300 एज अ ट्रेल एसेट।
ठीक है, चलिए आपको ट्रेडिंग स्टॉप लॉस और टारगेट्स यहाँ पर दोनों सजेस्ट किए गए हैं, उसके हिसाब से आप आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। व्हाट्सएप के जरिए भी देखते हैं, कुछ सवाल आ रहे हैं हमारे पास यहाँ पर भी। समर्पिता दास लखनऊ से लिखते हैं, बजाज हाउसिंग फाइनेंस पर इनका सवाल है। 600 शेयर्स एट द रेट ऑफ 120। Just let's quickly look at the stock price right now and see how the stock is really looking at 122 is the current levels। तो लगभग इन्होंने आजकल के ही प्राइस में खरीदा है बजाज हाउसिंग फाइनेंस। शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए सजेशन मांग रहे हैं। बजाज हाउसिंग फाइनेंस की यहाँ पर बात हो रही है। 600 शेयर्स हैं 120 के लेवल्स पर और फिलहाल 122 का भाव आपको नजर आ रहा है। शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए मान के चलते हैं शायद ये 1 महीने के हिसाब से ही ढूंढ रहे होंगे। कुणाल जी, क्या नजरिया यहाँ पर देना चाहेंगे आप इनको?
शॉर्ट टर्म के नजरिए के हिसाब से ये स्टॉक में कोई खास मोमेंटम नहीं लग रही है, लेकिन मैं इतना जरूर कहूंगा कि स्टॉक फिलहाल 122 है और लोअर लेवल पे 113 तक जाने की पॉसिबिलिटी से स्टॉक में देखने को मिल रही है। नाउ फंडामेंटली स्टॉक काफी अच्छा है, पेडिग्री ये स्टॉक की काफी अच्छी है। मैं कहूंगा यहाँ पे पर्टिकुलरली बजाज हाउसिंग में शॉर्ट टर्म के बारे में ना सोचा जाए और ये स्टॉक में एटलीस्ट लॉन्ग टर्म के बारे में सोच के हर एक लेवल पे यहाँ पे एसआईपी करके चलने की सलाह है, क्योंकि मुझे लग रहा है कि आने वाले दिनों में लॉन्ग टर्म में ये स्टॉक अपना ऑल टाइम हाई तो ब्रेक कर ही सकता है, लेकिन यहाँ से भी अच्छे खासे लेवल आपको ये स्टॉक दिखा सकता है। तो व्यू डेफिनेटली पॉजिटिव साइड का है। रिक्वेस्ट यही है, शॉर्ट टर्म का नजरिया आप भूल जाइए, लॉन्ग टर्म के नजरिए से हर लेवल पे यहाँ पे हर मंथ एसआईपी करके चलने की सलाह रहेगी।
Okay, got that. Let's look at some of the other questions that are coming in. Satya CK writes in to us. He says, "Hello, I'm interested in healthcare sector, mostly hospitals for long-term time frame. Can you please suggest any value picks from this space? Max Health also is on my radar. If you could suggest any fresh levels to enter into this stock." And he's actually looking at a theme that is hospital tourism as well, medical tourism. That's the space that he's looking at. Kunal, interesting question there. We remember in the budget speech this time around on 1st of February, Finance Minister had talked about that how they want to build medical tourism in India because of cheaper medical healthcare facilities available vis-a-vis developed economies, and that's something that they want to focus on. Now this could be a theme for the absolute long term, 5 years, 10 years odd or so. If somebody really has to look at absolute long term for the hospital space, then which are the top stocks that you will choose, and what will you say on Max Healthcare? Any key levels that you can suggest?
Well, not only Max Healthcare, but we have seen very good upside momentum in Aster DM, Apollo Hospital, and all. And this reward is not in terms of not in favor for creating any fresh position in all these stock. So my suggestion is to wait as of now. If any fall is there, particularly let's talk on this. Let's talk on the Max Healthcare. Okay, right now stock is trading at somewhere around 1123. If any fall is there up to the level of 1060 to 1060 to 1020, now that would become a good buying opportunities, but not at present level. No doubt, government is particularly focusing on medical tourism, and we may see a very good upside momentum during upcoming trading session. So, but obviously, stock looks very good. It has been trading in above all long-term moving averages, but this is not the perfect time to get into stock. If stock falls up to the level of 1060 to 1020, now that would become a good buying opportunities.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question, Satya. Please do adhere to the advice that has been shared by our guest. Let's look at the other question. This one is from Ratna Prabha. Ratna says, "Hi Sakshi." Hello Ratna ji, kaise hain aap? She says, "I want to know about Reliance Industries, the outlook on this stock, and the second stock that she already has a position in is PCBL, that is Philips Carbon Black. She has 80 shares at an average level of 448. She can actually add more to the current levels on PCBL as well, and she wants to know when can be the right space to exit or to book profits also on PCBL. Currently the stock is at 366, her purchase level is higher, and she wants to know what's the outlook. And the second stock she's asked is on Reliance Industries outlook.
First, let's talk on this PCBL chemicals. Right now, trading at 366 level. Stock has a strong support of 330. I think this is the perfect time to go for creating any fresh position, even for averaging as well. We may see a very good upside momentum up to the level of 440, and more above it, it would be up to the level of 480. Downside support comes at 330. So we will keep 330 as a strict stop loss. Now, if you talk about Reliance, their stock has already given a breakout of a strong resistance, and right now our stock is trading at 1432. The way stock has been trading, I think further upside would be there up to the level of 1462, and further upside would be up to the level of 1540. So if you have already purchased in this stock, then hold this stock. We may see a very good upside momentum in this counter, and for PCBL, it's a perfect time to go for creating any fresh position or even for averaging.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has answered your question as well. Let's look at some of the other questions that are coming in from our viewers. Okay, we have this question. It's an interesting one. Lalit writes in, hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you also, Lalit. The question is on SBI. What is the overall outlook on SBI and a time frame for 3 to 5 years? What should one expect? Today, SBI shares are down, so this is as a result of the earnings that have come in, 1.5% down for the bank at this point in time. This is after the net profit has slipped by 10% year on year. Although the NII, the net interest income, has risen, the company has also announced a dividend for the quarter as well and for the fiscal year too. That's something that we have seen. But definitely the stock has seen some downtick post earnings, 788 and thereabout. But somebody having a 3 to 5 year time horizon, Kunal, what would you advise?
Yeah, quite a longer time, and yeah, I really appreciate more than 5 years. Right now, stock is trading at 788, and if you talk about medium term to long term, then we may see a very good upside momentum up to the level of 870, and even it may move forward up to the level of 910. So nothing to worry about this counter for medium term to long term, and even for ultra long term purposes. The stock is like a PSU and a very good dividend paying company as well. So definitely we may see a very good upside momentum in terms of capital gain and in terms of dividend wise as well. This is the perfect time to get into the stock.
Okay, I hope this has helped you out with your question there. Vinita Gupta says, good afternoon Sakshi, hope you're doing well. I'm very well, Vinita. Thank you so much for asking in, and hope you the same for you as well, that you're doing well and your investment and the portfolio is also doing well. Her question is on two stocks. Vinita Gupta wants to know first on Skipper. That's her first question, at the rate of 560. What should her approach be now on the stock? She already has this stock in her portfolio, and the other one is Genus Power that she bought at 380 odd levels. Now Skipper has fallen from the level that she bought. 560 is what she entered in, and the stock has now slipped, come off those levels. And Genus Power, she entered at 380. Now she wants to know, based on the current momentum and the results that have come in, what are the updated targets for this one, and when is a good level to average both these stocks. So even Genus Power is lower from her own purchase level of 380 to now 296. Where can she average even though the stock is higher, and what's the updated target on this one?
Now let's talk on Genius Power first. Right now trading at 297. This is a perfect time. This is a perfect level to get into the stock for creating average as well. So right now stock is trading at 297. Downside stocks has a strong support of 272. So we can keep SL at 265. If we talk about upper side target, and first target comes at 322, and if stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there up to the level of 406. So yes, for Genius Power, this is the perfect time to get into the stock for average. And if we talk about steeper, I think we may see some downside momentum from the present level. Right now, stock is trading at 472. We may see some further correction even up to the level of 440. Now, that would become a good buying opportunities for creating average as well. So not at present level, but if stock approaches this 440, then only it would become a good buying opportunities.
Okay, fair point. Got that suggestion as well. I hope you follow the suggestion shared by Kunal there, Vinita, and hold on to both these stocks as has been suggested to you. Ankur Modi writes into us, says, hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Very well, Ankur. Thank you for asking. Hope the same for you. Please suggest some good summer related stocks that I can buy now, and probably it could offer good returns in the next quarter. So I think a 3 months view is what he has right now, Kunal, for summer related stocks that one can look at. There are early showers in North India because of climate change, and we are seeing at some places, how it's snowing in peak summer as well in places like Missouri. How are you really looking at the summer theme right now? Should one really look at consumer durable companies, maybe ice cream makers, cola makers, or should one be really looking at fertilizer stocks because of how soon we could expect the monsoons to hit? It's going to be a tricky one to really see.
But obviously, I'll be looking after fertilizer stocks only because
Okay.
consumer durables and all. I think this is not the perfect time to go for these sectors to go for these stocks because I think early rain season, early rainy season is there in north side, and even it will impact. It will create negative sentiment, particularly for these counters because these counters are like cyclical counters. So definitely one should focus on fertilizer sector, fertilizer stock sectors and all.
Okay, any key choices there apart from Deepak fertilizer? What about specialty chemicals? Is that also an area that you're looking at?
One stock is there which looks very attractive at present level, and the stock is FACT FACT. Right now trading
Okay.
at 765 since last many days. I have been like keeping an eye on this stocks. Stock has given a breakout of its strong resistance, which was placed at 690. Right now trading at 765. No doubt it is down by 0.50% in today's trading session, but I think this is the perfect time to get into the stock with strict stop loss of 710. Now, if you talk about target size, then 860 would be the first target. If stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there up to the level of 980. So risk reward is in favor for creating a long position.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also helped you out in understanding the key thought there. Let's take the next question. This is from Madici Pula. He says, Namaste, madam. I want to know whether I can actually sell MSH shares. Okay, let me just see. Which one are you really asking about? I'm not getting the stock here. Maybe you could probably expand it to the full name, Mr. Shetty Pulaya, so that we can catch this stock that you really want to know about at this point, and we'll definitely guide you through. Next, in the meanwhile, we'll take some other questions that are coming in. Let's take Manya Gupta's question. Says, hi Sakshi, I want to know about good levels for averaging two stocks. One is Bharat Forge and the other one is Adani Power. Any fresh levels to average out the current positions in Bharat Forge and Adani Power, especially Adani stocks today are rallying in trade, and Bharat Forge is up by about 1%. Volumes are okay, 1115 for Bharat Forge and Adani Power. Which of these would you advise for fresh average?
Yes, definitely. For Bharat Forge, it's a yes from my side. Right now trading at 1115. Recently, stock has given a breakout as well. It has formed its bottom. Perfect time to get into the stock for average. First target that we can see is at 1205, and more above it, it would be up to the level of 1400. We will keep parcel at 1040 level. Now, if we talk about Adani Power, the way stock has been trading on a daily chart, I think one should avoid as of now because stock is up by 10% in today's trading session. If any fall is there up to the level of 520 or 530, now that would become a good buying opportunities, but not at present level.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has answered your question well. Let's take the next question. This one is from one of our viewers, Ashwini D Rao. Ashwini D Rao suggests that how is TD Power Systems as a stock, and I also want to know whether it is the right time and the price to enter this stock as well. Okay, we'll definitely help you out. TD Power currently is trading at 415, about 0.4% lower. Last 1 month, the stock has inched up about 15-16%. Last 6 months, of course, because of the market consolidation, the stock has also consolidated. Although there has been a swift recovery from March 304 odd levels to all the way where it is currently trading at. In the last 1 year or so as well, the stock really had moved up to all the way up to 472 odd levels, crashed a bit till March, from December to March, and now has again regained a lot of momentum too. Your suggestion on TD Power Systems right now, Kunal?
From my side, it's completely avoiding recommendation. Right now, stock is trading at 413. We may see some kind of correction even up to the level of 370. So please avoid this stock as of now.
Okay, got that. Let's look at some of the other questions that are coming in. from our viewers. We have some questions on our WhatsApp as well. Okay, we have Satyan from Trichur writing in, says, I hold no-sell shares at the current market price and I want to know for long term, is it advisable to continue holding on to this stock? What is the trajectory ahead that you expect on no sell? 177 currently, 1.8% higher. Any suggestion on this one?
Well, right now, stock is trading at 177. I think this is the perfect time to get into the stock with SL of 158. If you talk about upper side, the first target comes at 195. And if stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there even up to the level of 214. So this reward is in favor for creating fresh position.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question well. Next, we have a question on Colgate and Aster DM. For medium term, are the current levels good for a fresh entry? Aster DM and Colgate. Any of these stocks that look better than the other on the charts currently, Kunal?
Well, right now stock is trading at 2581 if you talk about Colpal. If any fall is there up to the level of 2460 to 2470, now that become a good buying opportunities for Colpal. And if you talk about extra DM, I think right now stock is trading at 515. Breakout level was 430. So no recommendation from my side to go for any fresh position or even for any averages.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also answered your question well. Next, I think, the question that Mr. Pulea wanted to know is MCX and not MCH. I think that's the confusion there that we have. And MCX is multi-commodity exchange, currently trading at 6,214. And the question is that can this stock be really looked at from the current levels as well? And what's the outlook on MCX shares? So we do not have your own purchase levels, Mr. Polea. Since you are asking whether you should be holding on or selling the stock, we do not know what level that you bought it at to give you a better understanding. But we'll quickly ask Kunal, what's the outlook on this stock so that maybe you can take a better informed decision.
Well, right now stock is trading at 6,290. The breakout level is 6,350. So if stock sustainable or if couple of closing is there above this 6,350, then we will get the confirmation of flat formation breakout, and afterwards we may see a very magnificent momentum in this counter. So at present level, please avoid this stock. You should keep this stock in your watch list. 6,350 would be the breakout level and confirmation level.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question. Kunal, we'll quickly ask you now your top choices in terms of stocks for the benefit of all our viewers. What are the fresh stocks for this week, this series or month that you're looking at?
Well, stock specific, but that I'm talking about. I'm looking after IOC, Indian Oil Corporation.
Yes,
Stock has
absolutely.
already given. Stock has already given a breakout. Stock has already declared its dividend as well. I think this is the perfect time to get into the stock for creating fresh position for long term portfolio as well. So I think we may see very good upside momentum in this stock for medium term to long term. Perfect counter, perfect candidate for long term portfolio creation.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question as well. Thank you so much, Kunal, for being with us on the show and helping all our viewers out with all your viewpoints, answering the questions very patiently and sharing an outlook on the markets. 24,450 remains, but the markets are just behaving the same fashion that they behaved last week, not letting the markets really fall from a certain level and not really providing that extra edge to test newer levels and go to higher levels from here as well. Narrow band of trade is what we are looking at the current levels. Let's quickly look at welcoming another guest who's joined in. Gaurav Sharma, Associate Vice President and Head of Research at Globe Capital, is now joining in. Hi Gaurav, how are you? Very good afternoon to you. Another week, a lot of things that are to be kept in mind when one really looks at fresh investments. On the one hand, we have the geopolitical concerns that continue to weigh. but earnings are coming in as another trigger. Crude oil prices on a macro level are falling. Trade talks are softening. So many moving parts here. What are you looking at in the markets right now?
Hi, good afternoon, Sakshi, and good afternoon to all the viewers. Rightly mentioned, of late, a lot of good things are happening that are positively impacting the equity markets. And that is what we are seeing despite the ongoing rift with our bordering nation. The equity markets has not reacted in that manner. It seems that they are not being, much of bothered with what is happening on the borders, at least as of now. The softening trade talks between US and China, improving trade talks with other manufacturing countries like Japan, Korea, and of course India for that matter, that improving trade talks. So these are positive signs for equities. Gold has also softened. You've rightly said that the declining crude price is adding to the benefits as far as the Indian economy is concerned. Good GST figures again is a positive sign. So all these in total are leading to where markets are standing. Till the point 24,200 is held, there are bright chances that Nifty will go out to test 24,800 odd levels this week itself.
Okay, got that. Now we have some questions coming in for you, Gaurav. So we'll keep taking some questions and keep coming back to your overall market outlook as well. Some questions on our WhatsApp for you. This is from Nikhil Gupta. He's from Delhi. He says, I want to know about SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. I have 1,000 shares with me at a price of 117. I do need a long-term outlook on this one. Now, metals is slightly tricky there. If you could help us understand, how are you looking at them? There have been time and again some bounces coming in, but it's very, very difficult to understand whether it's a structural move on the positive side or no, because a lot of global factors work in tow, and of course earnings factor as well. How would you look at SAIL?
Please said metals are by their nature seasonal. And when we specifically talk about sale, this particular counter moves on its own, not in tandem with other peers. If I say it, I reckon it is a low beta stock when compared with other metal stocks. So now, since the viewers have bought it very close, currently quoting around 114, I think the price is 117 where he has purchases. So it is better to hold. Improving trade talks between US and China are a positive sign for the Chinese economy, and with the Chinese economy improving, it will boost the Indian metal sector and eventually have a positive impact on sale as well. So as the query is for a long term, so I'd advise take a stop below 100, hold on and look for targets close to 135 to 145 levels by the year end.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has answered your question well. Let's take another question. From our YouTube, we have some questions coming in. This is Mr. Dasaradi. He says, Hi Sakshi, I'm holding Transformers and Rectifiers India Limited at the rate of 518. I can add more stocks at the current levels as well. The results were also decent. I want to know if for the 6 months the outlook is positive. So a short-term view there on Transformers and Rectifiers India. Over the next 6 months, of course, summer is a theme that could probably provide some tailwind here. Any suggestion at 501? Can fresh stocks be added, and what is the outlook for next 6 months?
Sakshi, stock is not well placed, trading below its short as well as long-term moving averages. So I would suggest that look for a bounce close to 500, 520 odd levels and book the position there. And for now, take a stop at 440, closing stop.
Okay, got that. I hope, Mr. Dasaradi, this has answered your question. We have Lalit asking questions on two stocks. One is Adani Ports, where there is a strong 7.5% momentum today. And the other one is JSW Infra. Both are largely the port players, and he wants to know which one is a better stock that you can advise at the current levels. Adani Ports 8.5% higher now, extremely strong volumes that you can see, and JSW Infra is the other one.
Adani Ports would have been the choice, but since it has rallied too much today, so this is not the price one should be adding at this point. Now, when we talk about JSW Infra, no meaningful signs of some concrete buying are being witnessed here. It is trading in a broad range, 275 on the downside and 330 on the higher side. So yes, if the stock is able to go past 300, then once you start adding JSW Infra, keeping a stop below 290 for 330 and 335 targets.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question. Let's take the next one. We do have some questions coming in on our WhatsApp as well. This question is from Rupesh Agarwal. He wants to know on the cement space, Orient Cement, which is obviously going to have some acquisition done by Ambuja as well. He has a position at 342 levels, and he wants to also know what should his strategy be up until the open offer and thereabout as well.
We have not tracked Orient Cement, but I can provide you with uh, levels for that stock. At least that will help the viewer to understand what the placement of this particular stock is. So as of now, it is fairly placed. It is better to hold on to the position, and it is trading close to 350. So these are decent levels to hold on to the stock. The stock has also performed well. No much of a negative reaction was seen as when we look at other cement stocks or the broader market. So I'd advise that the viewer should hold on to the stock. If that is a short-term position, then 320 should be the stop loss, and just hold it on, because there has not been any kind of a correction in this stock, and it has flown against the wind. That is a positive sign.
Okay, got that. Let's take some other questions also. We have Kalpesh Patel from Mumbai writing in. He has a short position for May expiry futures, and he wants to know, he's holding this on MCX Gold at the level of 96,200. He also wants to know, by Diwali, is it possible that on MCX Gold we could see levels of 75,000 or below? That's the level that he is expecting. So that's a bold one and an expectation at the time when gold prices have been soaring at all-time high levels. You are shorting gold at this point and expecting 75,000. Sounds impossible right now, or do you think it is possible at all? How would you say?
When we talk in markets, impossible is not a word we should even consider. Everything is possible on a levels front. Some time back, even these six figures looked impossible, and now here we have it. It is expensive now to buy gifts for our loved ones. And when we talk about 75,000 for gold till Diwali, this looks a little difficult. Yes, some more softening can be seen here from current levels, 3-4,000 or rupees can be seen on the MCX. But I don't really think that any kind of 75,000, no, that doesn't look anywhere close to what we are seeing it.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question, Kalpesh. Next we have Nitin writing in. Suzlon के इनके पास shares हैं, 2000 shares हैं 60 के level पर. ये पूछना चाह रहे हैं what should I do, क्योंकि ये share गिरता ही जा रहा है. That's right. The stock is actually stuck, and it went up above 60 odd levels, and then again has been lagging a bit. But in the erstwhile rally, we saw the stock really has gone past even 80 odd levels, but consolidation then played out. For those who are looking at Suzlon from a long-term perspective, what should one strategy be here?
One should hold on to Suzlon. It has corrected quite too much from its recent top of 80 plus levels. Currently, it is into a consolidation phase where a long range consolidation of about 15 odd rupees is seen. 45 and 60 is the consolidation range. So I see it heading towards 65 and 70 levels in the coming 1 to 2 quarters. So one should hold on to the position, and if you have some spare money, then one should start adding it above 60.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question too. Gaurav, we'll ask one more question from you, and then we'll go on to understanding your own outlook on the markets. This is from Momita from Kolkata. Momita wants to know what is the expected target for Adani Port in the short run? My average price is 1190. We have discussed Adani Port even before, but could you please repeat yourself on Adani Ports for Momita? She's bought it at 1190, sitting on profits 1373 current levels. What's the short-term outlook on this one?
Short-term outlook is positive. The stock is reacting after its numbers, and 1440 to 1500 is what we can see in the immediate near term. So as of now, it is a whole kind of a candidate. I am not suggesting to buy or add position at these levels. Just hold your existing position for 1440, 1500 targets.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question too. Now, Gaurav, to help us understand as far as the key sectors that you are bullish on right now, top 2 or 3 sectors, for the financial year, and of course, any key stocks that have come afresh onto your radar after the recent recovery and after 24,450, 24,500 levels have been seen in the markets. Are there any specific stocks that you are bullish on now?
Yes. First of all, uh, if we take at the overall scenario, we have to keep a closer watch, because the ongoing India-Pakistan rift can have a dent on Indian equities. When will it happen? That's a difficult question to answer, and I think no one can answer it. No analyst can answer that. Uh, as far as the sectors are concerned, we are bullish on the banking and finance space. We like the non-bank finance NBFC space to be very attractive, specifically the housing finance space. We also are betting on the pharma space. Precisely, Oro Pharma is one stock that can be considered at current levels. It is very well placed. Some decent recovery is also witnessed. I see the stock heading towards 1350, 1375, and 1400 odd levels in the immediate near term. And by the year end, one should expect that the stock should be trading somewhat around 1500, 1525 levels. So by defensive in nature, and in any kind of a situation that comes up between the two bordering countries, this pharma space is the one that we feel will be the least impacted. And apart from that, the housing finance, as I've already told, the LIC housing, PNB housing finance, we are bullish at. We can also look at some of the mid-cap banking stocks, especially the PSU banking space, Canara Bank, Bank of India for that matter. And at corrections, we should also look at the large cap private sector banks, may it be ICICI, HDFC, Kotak, Axis. If we get some kind of a correction, say 5-10%, just the similar way we have seen one in Kotak Bank. So if it extends further till 2000 or level, this probably would be a good bet to add on. And 2300 is the immediate level one can expect by the year and thereafter.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also answered your questions on the outlook and the key thoughts there that our guest has on the markets outlook. Thank you so much, Gaurav, for being with us on the show. Appreciate your time as always, and your thoughts and ideas on the markets, as well as your viewpoints on the several stock ideas and questions that we had from our viewers. Always appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shasi. My pleasure.
All right, viewers, we'll quickly look at wrapping up the market right now. It's stable at around 24,455 right now, 0.5% of an uptick. The top 5 movers continue to be Adani Ports, Adani Enterprises, Trend, Shriram Finance, M&M. Those are the stocks that are holding up. On the downside, you have Kotak Mahindra Bank now down by over 5%. ONGC, that's actually bearing the brunt of lower crude oil prices, now down 2%. SBI, Axis Bank, Dr. Reddy's, JSW Steel as the stocks that are still under pressure. We'll wrap it up at that, but do stay tuned. Up next, we'll be sharing with you how a new index is all set to be founded on the markets as far as the Waves Index on NSE is concerned. Stay tuned for that. Up next, all the details that you need to know.
Pakistan shuts its door on its own citizens.